Hello Blender friends, and welcome to my Super3boy preview slash tutorial of FastF12, which is a render manager for Blender. This is basically an app I made in my free time, and I just wanted to share with you guys how to use it and a few tips and tricks and some info about it. First, let's start with the name, FastF12. Fast and F12 being the shortcut key for rendering a single frame in Blender or your current frame. So basically, this stands for fast render in a cool Blender 3D kind of term. It's currently, at the time of this tutorial, in version 1 beta. Kind of a little buggy, but I'm working out the bugs. But it works alright as long as you don't put any random input in the text boxes and stuff. So be careful while using it, because user error will mess it up. So let's go ahead and get started here. If to download this program, if you're on YouTube, just go to the video description. If you look in there's a link to the download and a link to this post here on Nistic. I know you guys hate that self-promotion thing for those who watch my tutorials. But if you go on Nistic, go to the blog. This post is in June. If you're watching it a little bit later, look for the latest release of this program. See some info about it. If you scroll down here, there's help and support links, feature requests. If you look at this program and you have some ideas that you would like me to incorporate in it, then please do let me know, because I'm in active development of this program, and while I'm still working on it, I would really like to know what you guys think and what I should put in it. Some people have mentioned making it available for Mac and Linux. Right now it's only for Windows only, but I might also have that in the future. So we'll see about that. General questions, comments, bug crash reports. This thing crashes, so just let me know about it if it's not working for a particular reason. Just post the info, as much info as you can here. These are just topics on the forum, and I will be sure to look at all of those. Don't send me email, private message, all that kind of stuff, because I don't have time for personal support for this program. It'd be better if you posted it on the forum, and I can look at all the questions, respond to them all, and everyone can have the answers right there. Multiple people are having the same problems. Screenshots and the download link right here with nice little save icons. I worked a little while on that to get those perfect there, but it's a tenth of a megabyte, 100 and some kilobytes. It's really small. It'll download in a few seconds, so it's not a large program as of yet. So let's minimize Firefox here, and let's take a look at FastF12. This is the application. Pretty simple interface. First, you have to choose the blender.exe file that you have installed somewhere, hopefully. If you're using this program, you have to have Blender installed, of course. You're just going to go to your computer. You're going to go to your C drive. I'm using 64-bit Vista, and so my stuff is most of my installs are in program files x86. People with just normal computers will just go to program files here, but I'm going to go here, and in program files you just go to Blender Foundation, Blender, and blender.exe. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to set our file. I've created a little basic file, nothing fancy for this demonstration, just a bunch of cubes, blend.blend. Set a directory for this to save in. I'm going to call it render, and it's just on the desktop right here. Okay, there's a folder right there, and that's where it's going to save out to. You should, for each job, you should probably separate it into folders, because it will overwrite um, for each job. So for this, we're just gonna add uh, a job to the queue here, right here. Just hit add new. Let's make sure everything's down here. This is this render single frame. This is the frame number that you want. Render animation, select that checkbox, whatever frame to whatever frame. So we're going to hit add new, and it gives you the information right there. Let's say we want to also do the second frame for here. The easiest way to do that would just be render information 1 to 2, but this is the purposes of demonstration. So add new, and let's say we also want to do an animation. I'm going to show you another cool thing here, and we're going to set directory, create a new folder, render 2 for our animation, and we're going to do frame 1 to frame 50. Check everything, make sure it's alright, and hit add new. So you have all our information right there. That should be good. Next, we're going to go down here to a completely different computer I have. It's called a virtual machine. It's running Windows 7, which is the next release of Windows. You don't need to know that, but just know this is a completely different computer. This is running Vista. This is running Windows 7. This is just to demonstrate that if you have a few extra computers laying around in your house, you can use this program and set it up to render different parts of your animation with just a few clicks. And so you can have your frames for animation a lot quicker by using this program than fiddling around and opening with Blender and setting all the things. I think this would be more time effective using this program. So we're gonna do the same thing here, set exe, and then I'm gonna go to blender.exe and my installation. So search for computer, and this is what it'd be like on a normal computer. Just be C drive, program files, Blender Foundation, Blender, blender.exe, or wherever you installed it on your computer. It really depends. Set file. I have the same file here, blend. Then we're going to set a directory. I'm going to call it render. Let's see if we can do this. I've had some trouble in the past with Windows 7, this folder here. Alright, click that and hit OK. Everything looks good. Then we're going to hit render animation. We're going to do frame 51 to 100. Since we've already got that down already. So the other frame's down already. So let me demonstrate where I want to go with this program in the future. I want to make a distributed rendering program which would allow you to send out your blend file to a bunch of computers, and they would be rendered out. The files would be rendered out by other computers and sent back to you as image files. So an example is this: if you had an animation, it was 100 frames long, took 10 minutes for a normal computer to render each frame. Well, I'm not going to do the math, although it's simple math, but it would take a few hours, a bunch of hours, to render out that whole animation. Now, with a completed version of FastF12, just give it a few weeks. I'm working on this quite quickly. You'll be able to just go in here, add in your frames that you want to do, your file, and you'll hit render, and it'll send it out to the available computers with this program open. So theoretically, if you had 100 computers and 10 minutes for a normal computer to render a frame, the time it would take to upload the blend file to the or transfer the blend file to all those computers, render it out, and give all the JPEG the image files back to you would probably take about 30 minutes. So using this program in its completed stage and rendering out all by yourself, you're looking at 30 minutes to a few hours. And so, you can see kind of the benefit of this. Right now, it's just a render manager. Locally, you can just kind of set a bunch of files and frames and animations that you want to do, and it'll just render through them. So if you're walking away from the computer for a while, going to job, work, or whatever, you can just set what you want to render, hit render, leave it, forget, and come back, and all your stuff will be rendered. In Blender, you can only do that one job at a time, one frame, or if you wanted to render out frames, like an animation, and you want to do a few frames, or you want to do 135, you couldn't do that in Blender. You can do it in this program. Back to the distributed rendering thing, it would be based off a point system. You leave your program running. You can set it like while you're idle, and it'll do renders for other people, and then you'll gain points, and then you can use those later to render out your stuff. So it's based off a point system. It's all about time. You can get your renders done a lot quicker with this program in this completed stage. So I'm going to just kind of demonstrate by hitting render here and getting this program up and running. Blender's in the background. It's rendering these things through a series of parameters. You don't need to know about that, but it just passes some things to the blender.exe, and it renders it out, and it sticks in your specific folders that you suggested or you put there. So we'll hit render, and you'll pop up little boxes telling you, hey, the job has been completed. I've done your bidding, and so you can see the basic information here, and that corresponds to what's up here. So you just hit OK and OK. And if you look in the render folder, the first folder that we set for these two, you can see that we do have these two image files, and I'll open one up for you. Here with the rendered cube thing that I just made for this. So if we exit out, and we look in here, render 2, you can see the program is doing its work, and this is frames 1 through 20, almost halfway done, and it's been a few seconds so far, so it runs pretty good. And it's just adding the files here as we go. And let me start it up on the other computer. I have to add it to the list first, and so it's added there. So it's double check everything. It's ready to go. You have to be careful because if you do the user input wrong, user error will kind of mess it up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit slower because this is a computer running on a computer. I'm not going to get all technical on you, but if you had two computers, then it would cut the animation time in half. And so we'll open this up, and that should be working, and this should be almost done. Now, as far as performance, using FastF12, see, it's all done, is a little bit faster, I would think, than rendering it in Blender, simply because Blender, though it's open, the editor and all that stuff is not open with it, and so that saves not a huge amount of time and computer usage, but I'm sure if you had a really long render animation or really complex frame or whatever, there would be probably a few minutes, not a few minutes, a minute or less at most difference, but it is a tiny bit faster since you're using less resources on the computer. And so let's minimize here and look at these. And like I said, it's two computers running on one, so this is going to be a little slower here. But if you were to use it on another computer, this would be a ton faster for you. So we'll just leave that running. Nothing interesting to see in the animation, so that's good enough. Alright, well, that really concludes what I wanted to show you today with FastF12. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I'm working on this pretty fast. I'll probably have a new release by next week. So you can subscribe via RSS, via email, if you want, or just check the Mystic.com blog. Or Blender Nation is also putting news on their site about this program, and people are pretty interested. So you can check there too. But I suggest you subscribe to the feed here, and you can get real-time updates on that. And so remember, if you have any questions, comments, support topics, feature requests, I want all of those while I'm still in development for it, because there will be a time I'm just going to be, okay, this program is complete, it's pretty stable, okay, I'm done with it. But please don't, like I said, just don't message me about this. I'm not doing personal support for this. Just post in these topics, and I will look at all of them and make sure everything's running correctly, and if there's some new features that I can implement there, and if you have any questions and comments. Well, if you haven't watched my tutorials and you're just looking at this FastF12 program, you should probably check them out. Same YouTube account that I'm using for this. So if you haven't done that, you should probably check out my tutorials too. You might like them. Alright, well, this is Super3boy signing out, and I'll probably do another video, maybe a few versions down the road, once there's a few new features to show you guys. Well, I hope you like my program, I hope you use it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.